data science is not a single subject. It basically covers everything related to data handling, related to data analysis, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, everything now clubbed to it inside the data science. Because without data, you may have a very brilliant machine learning system, it may not able to work. Okay, so that means to become a good ML expert, ML engineer, you have to have knowledge of many other disciplines. So you have to have, of course, machine learning algorithms, data analytics algorithms, statistics ideas you have to have. Mathematics is very important because this is the building block of all the models, whatever you can see, whatever we are projecting, showing, these are all simplified form of that, but actually background, some mathematical models are actually working behind that. Okay. Visualizations, this is very important nowadays. So every success story comes through this multifaceted approach of disciplines. So if you are expert in one, possibly you may not be a very successful machine learning or data science expert over there. So this is a book that we have published recently, that is on fundamentals of data science book, published by Elsevier. I can give you a guarantee that in recent days, you will not going to find any such comprehensive book where you're going to get explanation, lucid way, with more advanced updates in that particular book. You're not going to find a single book on data science like that. It covers machine learning, how to deal with the data, big data analysis, some dedicated chapters on how to use Python and all to implement some of the things, though we don't encourage these things. So the entire comprehensive idea of data science and machine learning you're going to find out in that book. It's relatively expensive because it is done by USA, so they are sell it in dollar. So I request your university, then if possible you can keep it to 1 or 2 books in your library. Okay, so that that may be helpful for your student, because we know that by origin India, of course Professor Jugal Kalita is from University of Colorado, USA, and Professor Dhruva Bhattacharya from Tezpur University. So we try to give all of our experience for last several years. Okay, and I can give you a guarantee that you'll enjoy that book with its simplicity in explanations, the way that has been done. Okay, so we try to culminate whatever experience we have gathered in teaching and through our research, we put it over there. So now few myths, which I must say that always people used to talk about AI, ML, deep learning all together interchangeably. But actually I have discussed today also, AI is basically a philosophy, is a vision. Machine learning is basically the tool that makes an artificial intelligence system, and deep learning is one of the extension of branch, you can say, of machine learning. That what actually changed our whole life right now. And of course, machine learning is not a magic, mind it. Okay, then you feed it anything and it can expect a very brilliant result. No. Okay, it depends on many things, the parameter tuning, the data that you are passing it over there. So lot of things you have to know before using these ML systems. Okay, so whatever you are looking at into the market, they are already done, and that's why they are using over there. So like that black box, you have to know inside. You cannot use it like a black box that I'm going to feed anything and I'm going to expect an output. Okay, you have to know inside what is there over there. And don't think that ML is a versatile actor. It can play anything. It can do anything for you. Okay, you need some tasks to do, then only you can tune it for other system, because it's not a generalized system. Okay, and lastly, most importantly, Python is not machine learning. Okay, yes, I must agree. Python makes our life more easier now, because of which machine learning become more easier. Acceptability has increased like anything because of the Python. But of course, the machine learning doesn't mean only Python. If you know how to write Python programming, it doesn't mean machine learning. Python is for helping you to implement very easier way, by time saving way, you can do these things. Okay, so Python is important. Without that, of course, but don't feel that if I learn Python means I have learned also machine learning just by knowing some of the packages, whatever it is there. Okay, So what is the other side of the coin? The other side of the coin is that is basically a kind of a warning that due to the arrival of the large language model, that the product is ChatGPT. Now, what happens? We programmers are developing those AI systems, and the thing over here is that after a few years, maybe there will going to be a scarcity of job in the IT industry, because most of the thing will going to be replaced by AI-based system, because like in ChatGPT, it's doing so good programming. So if a machine can do, why there is a need of a human being? So days are possibly they are coming that you have to make yourself more advanced, so that at least whatever it's done by an AI system, you cannot do. You can do much better than that. Okay, otherwise it's going to be really going to be difficult to survive in the industry. And one more thing, what is happening over here, as I mentioned, that most of the cases I have observed that people who wants to learn machine learning, they, instead of learning the background of every technique, they become more dependent on the packages of there, maybe an R package, maybe in Python packages, without knowing what is happening over there, technology over there. So that means you become a package user, nothing else. If someone asks you to do some deviation, possibly you may not able to do that because you don't know the inside. So that's so my earnest request and suggestion to all of my dear students, that learn the machine learning algorithms with mathematics very carefully. Okay, very carefully. Anyone just using the packages means you are confined, you have very limited use. Okay, your use will going to be very limited. It is somewhat like we are developing artificial intelligence system, but it's basic, because of which its real intelligence are decreasing. In the world, there is always a demand for the intelligence, whatever be the scenario changes. Real intelligence is being always happening. Whatever you are observing, deep learning and any other systems, generative models, these are outcome of some intelligence only, human intelligence, some good brains that they have developed, because of which that is happening. ChatGPT has been developed. How? It is done by some real intelligence, developed by some human beings only. It's not by packages. Of course, packages is helping, but ultimately the new innovative ideas are very, very important. Whenever you do study, try to think out of the box. Okay, don't just confine within book or internet material. Think always something beyond this box that has been done in your course or syllabus. Hope your teachers will going to give you some innovative assignments, and through which you will learn the handling unknown problems. That is actually completely missing. I have seen in nowadays in engineering students, that they have become so stereotyped that you give X problem, they can do these things, but if you give X dash, they cannot able to solve that problem. So this is why innovations and real intelligence is very, very important. Okay. Last note, that we are still in the infancy. As I mentioned, that we are still in crawling. Hopefully, because of the LLM, we are now able to walk a more matured way. And finally, by Mark Kuman, who is an entrepreneur, who said, as I mentioned, that if artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning, whatever you are doing, if you do not understand it, learn it. If not, you will going to be extinct like a dinosaur after 3 years. So that means you will not going to have any value in the market if you don't know whatever they are in the inside. So with that, thank you so much. This is my email ID. You can write it to me at any time. So it's now open to all of you. You ask some questions. You feel always free to ask this question at any time in any language, whatever I am familiar with. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the knowledge and information you have shared with our students. I hope our students have enjoyed your session. Students, any question? You can ask, sir.
Any question? You can ask. Have any question? Any question?
So you can ask anything. I mean, it's very important. Asking a question is very important.
You can ask in any language, Hindi, English, Assamese, Bengali.
Feel free. Don't feel shy like I may be wrong. I don't know anything about the area. Whatever it is there coming into your mind, you can ask.
Sir, since you said like there's been a decrease in like real intelligence because of artificial intelligence, can you suggest some ways that we can be innovative?
See, the study is the only way. If you know the inside, the mathematics, so what will happen? Then you can start thinking about how can I improve. Okay. But if you are starting with the packages are limited. It has been built based on something. Am I right? So if you know the inside, then only the innovations will come. Then you can think about that. Can I make X dash? Whatever X is there, can I make an X dash? Some extensions from there. If you don't know inside, you will never going to gain that power of playing with that particular system. And until unless you have that power of playing with that, then you cannot come out with something new. So innovation comes only when you can think beyond the box, only when you have a good knowledge about that existing system. So suppose classification techniques are the deep learning you are learning. So if you're using simply the packages, you don't know inside how it is happening, how this basically the learning actually happening, how this deep learning it's actually become successful, what is the reason why it is successful. Until unless you know the inside story, you cannot become think of like something new. So that is the real intelligence. Okay, that is the real intelligence. You have to surplus or what is called, you are overcome whatever the limitations which are there in the system by knowing the existing system itself. That is the way only.
Sir, one more question.
Yeah, please.
So since an artificial intelligence is programmed by a human mind, and there's a gap between AI and a human mind, that human mind can make its own decisions and all, but the AI is programmed to do some like designated works and stuff.
Right.
Do you think it is going to be dangerous when the AI can think like a human mind and it is going to be programmed to think like a human mind?
Of course, that is definitely there. If you see these, everything comes out of some business. There is always business model is actually involved. So if someone develops some systems, they always have a kind of a intention to earn. Am I right? So you see this. I can give you an example of this. What is called this Terminator. Am I right? Whether you have observed the Terminator movie?
Yes, sir.
So there is always a good guy and there is a bad guy. Am I right?
Yeah.
So what is the target of the bad guy? Just destroy everything. Okay. And good guy just to save. Am I right? So whenever it's become more intelligent than a human being, they definitely they will dominate over human. So naturally there is going to be a threat. Of course.
This is it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any more? So you should ask anything. I mean, this is very important for engineering students. This question asking is really a art, I must say. That means you are thinking something.
Don't be shy. Relax.
I think no one is there.
Any question?
Okay, I think they don't have right now any questions. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for giving me that opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Jainul Abudin, sir, Assistant Professor CSE, ENT USTM, to kindly offer a vote of thanks.
A very good morning to all of you. Respected Swarup Roy, sir, I think, sir, you know us already. Under your leadership only, we were starting our teaching journey here. And for all kind of help, we used to approach you, sir. I hope you remember us. And I would also like to give one information here. Devabhat Bharali, sir, he took guidance under sir only. He did his BTech from NEHU. So, sir, thank you so much. At a very short notice, you gave us time, and it is only possible a veteran teacher like you to give such sessions. And it is not a brief insight, it's a detailed insight of AI and machine learning. I hope our students will take a note of it and they will learn as you suggested, sir. There are a lot of takeaways from this session, and I'm definitely sure they will take all those points. And now maybe they are a little bit reluctant to give you some questions. We'll try to get some questions from them, and then we can contact you, sir. And in the future also, we are looking forward to you, sir, for all kind of help, in especially in case of AI and machine learning, because it is very much important that when we teach our students, we must be precise and accurate in giving such topics. So thank you once again. I would like to thank you from the entire department, sir. Thank you so much for giving us this session. And thank you so much, sir. And I thank all the students for patience hearing. I request all of you to take the note. We have the sir's lecture recording. You can take the recording. You can go through once, twice, whatever doubts you have, approach us. Wherever we fail, we'll ask sir, and sir is always there to help us. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
I also thank Devabhat Bhawali, sir, for contacting sir at a very short time. Thank you, sir.
After so long years, Devabhat has contacted me at 12 o'clock at night. So then I could not able to say no, because he is my student. So now he become, earlier he was a student child, I must say. Now he become grown up, like matured. So he now truly he look like a teacher now. Devabhat, ভালো আছেন নে?
মন আছে স্যার
ভালো আছা তুমি? ভাল লাগিলে তুমি যে ইউটিউব মত আছা, ইউ স্ট্রিমত আছা, ভাল লাগিছে। ঠিক আছে, ভালে থাকিবা, and I wish all of you a good health, successful life, and you will, I mean, I have seen that the way RIST and USTM, the grown the way that I have seen in front of me only. And these are all my known faces. Okay, Dr. Jainal, he is also known to me. Earlier, I could not able to recognize. Then looking into his face, then I have come to know, yes, we are familiar with each other. Okay, ভাল লাগিছে, খুবই ভাল লাগিলে তোমালোকে মাতিছা. Thank you so much.
থ্যাংক ইউ
Yeah.
থ্যাংক ইউ